A mystical artifact called the Heart of Argent has become the focal point of conflict. Demonic forces, including a horde, are aggressively searching for it, tearing through a village called Kaleen. They work against time, as humans may summon a powerful defender. Military forces led by King Nodi discover demons are entering through portals opened from inside the village. Despite the protective barrier, cultist traders are allowing demons entry. With transport reinforcements still an hour away, Bishop Kreed recommends deploying a powerful weapon. Thera must guard the temple while the mining settlement of Kaleen faces destruction, endangering Sentinel energy reserves. They decide to launch a specialized weapon called the SLAYER for total purification of the area. The SLAYER, extremely dangerous but effective, begins eliminating demons and closing portals. After successfully closing the Hell Gates, a new threat emerges as a Titan is summoned. A fierce battle ensues, with military forces requesting backup and manning turrets against the final push. The SLAYER ultimately defeats the Titan and remaining enemies. The SLAYER has been fitted with a control leash by the Maykrs, creating tension between factions. Meanwhile, demonic forces led by Prince Azerish seek the Heart of Argent to defeat the SLAYER and crush human allies. The Horde answers to Prince Azerish, though his power is not absolute. Demons target the Sentinel's energy relay that powers the transdimensional barrier, preventing direct demonic invasion. Unlike full barrier breaches, current attacks result from corrupted civilians opening portals. The SLAYER is prepared for deployment, though his resistance to control is increasing. A major battle erupts as a Titan breaks through defenses and attacks the energy relay. The dimensional barrier begins shutting down, threatening city-wide destruction. The SLAYER attempts to save the city by diverting the overloading relay to a nearby strip mine. The transdimensional barrier falls completely offline, causing demonic activity to surge. Meanwhile, someone has sealed away the Heart of Argent in a chamber that supposedly no one can open. The artifact contains the soul of the last Wraith and holds immense power. As demons infiltrate a facility, forces assemble to defend it. A priest's signal becomes surrounded by growing demonic presence. The attack on the barracks appears to be a diversion. The SLAYER is mobilized with his dragon to assist in defending against the true threat. The SLAYER heads toward a cathedral trapped behind demonic barriers. Military forces prepare explosives while a hellship becomes the target. Leadership debates possession of the artifact, with some arguing it belongs to their heritage rather than the Maykrs. The SLAYER begins to resist containment, causing shield power to drop. Authorities question whether to terminate him, noting he remains partially controllable through the Tether. A massive demonic horde approaches, forcing defensive preparations and civilian evacuations. As demons breach the castle walls, final evacuations begin. A leader named Thira's father draws demons away from the lifeboats. The demon Azriq confronts an old king, and the SLAYER moves to intervene. The Heart of Argent is revealed to be incomplete, requiring a second power source. The SLAYER, now potentially stranded, is approached by someone asking for help. Commander Thera prepares to meet him at an ancient forge in a forest long protected by local people. The site was built to harvest materials from ancestral beasts. A heart-like power source activates the forge through a series of switches. This process appears to harvest energy from eternal ancestral entities. Meanwhile, demons have captured someone, identified as the Heart of Argent herself, a woman with untapped magical potential. A plan forms to attack Azriq's previously impenetrable fortress. The SLAYER must repair damaged antlions, mechanical vehicles, after defeating powerful Halkan enemies. After obtaining a power core and activating manual controls, the SLAYER approaches Azriq's stronghold. Bishop Kreed calls for a meeting at the command station. As a portal opens for transport, access controls activate but are denied. Warning alarms sound as the base comes under attack, forcing an evacuation. The conflict for control of the Heart of Argent intensifies. Battle stations are called as a cold breach occurs, causing damage across multiple levels. Something massive penetrates the command deck. Air support is needed, but communications are jammed, preventing contact with Valen and Novik. Flight decks are blocked, threatening the station's survival, with unusual energy readings appearing. The Hellgate is destroyed, all tentacles cleared, and the threat neutralized. It's revealed the Maykrs were unaware of this presence. The Church requests the safe return of the Kreed and Thera, offering assistance and information about a deity inside a tomb that could lead to their location. The Bishop's ministry specifically requests the Slayer for this mission, trusting no one else. The commander reluctantly agrees while remaining alert. The structure was built to keep a creature in stasis, which must now be awakened following the Maker's directions. Vital signs rise as access to the stasis emitter becomes available. The Maykrs reveal a powerful weapon that can release the creature. After accessing coordinates and activating the final safety switch, preparations are made to release a Titan-class entity. Once through the rift, the Slayer should detect the Kreed signal, after which the Maykrs will guide them to an exit. Positive loads deplete as signals shift. Kreed Maykr signal is lost while Commander Thera's is detected. The Old One returns, and the realm is sealed. A declaration that their strength is now shared is made. 2 cosmic relics must be collected to proceed with the time of ascension, freeing them from a dying cosmos. Once both relics are acquired, proceeding to the central lift is necessary as the stars bleed and the void calls. A sacrifice is prepared as a beast approaches. An alert sounds as an unknown entity appears. The subject is ingested, but vital signs remain stable. The Old One is lost, and the energy proves overwhelmingly powerful. The Sentinels know little about themselves. She possesses the spirit of an ancient Sentinel god, a wraith descended from this realm. Here her energy becomes fully realized and can be harnessed. Someone suggests killing him, mentioning the need for something more permanent. Communication with Bishop Kreed reveals Thera's absence after a struggle with the Slayer. An urgent evacuation is ordered. A dramatic proclamation follows about rage and brutality, culminating in the command to rip and tear until it is done. An interconnection to the Sentinel network detects a signal, a beacon emanating from the mortal plane. After scanning, a vessel is located and routed to the bridge following payment. A blood rite invokes dark powers to call upon the damned, while defenses are breached. The outer defenses are slaughtered with Novik's forces surrounded. The Kreed surrenders but doesn't respond. A target is destroyed as the Kreed's ship powers up. Prince Azeriq is begged for help by someone offering continued service, claiming they only followed orders. Thera is being kept alive on Azeriq's ship, as her death would end his power too. Combat mode is engaged with siege breakers activating. The enemy tears through front lines, though most of its forces are crushed. True power is described as being the only one they fear. Azeriq's life signal remains active, transmitting from the Hell dimension. Thera confirms she's all right. Plans develop to lead Azeriq to the Slayer and draw the Horde closer. Time must be bought as the Slayer approaches. Azeriq's ship takes off as his signal is locked. Ground must be held until he finishes his mission. Azeriq commands the Horde and warns that killing him will make the war endless. The Slayer hasn't been seen since the assault, which some consider fortunate. The Maykrs' church disavows the Kreed's actions, claiming he acted alone. A quiet inquisition will proceed. A speech encourages putting faith in themselves rather than others as they defend their home together. People pay respect to him, comforted knowing he's out there. Targets are identified as the Slayer prepares for launch, ready to continue the fight against unknown threats in this cosmic conflict where ancient powers and realms collide.